Greatest Showman is the one of the best movies that I have watched before because in this movie there are so many messages we can get, and the most important thing is this movie is not boring. But do you know who is the main character in this movie? Yeah, he's P.T. Barnum. He looks so good, right, in this movie? But have you ever found out about him in his real life? In this video, you will know the facts of P.T. Barnum biography. P.T. Barnum or Phineas Barnum was born on 5 July 1810 in Bethel, Connecticut, a small town about 4 miles southeast of Danbury. His father, P.T.Barnum, was a farmer, tailor, tavern keeper, and grocer who had 10 children by 2 wives. Phineas was P.T.'s sixth child and the first by his second wife, Iran. During his childhood, he would attend the Congregational Church in Bethel and attend prayer meetings. He also served as a clerk for a brief period at the Universalist Church in Danbury, Connecticut, and also gives speeches on Christian Universalism at Universalist gatherings. Before moving to New York, he worked as a clerk in his father's country store and ran a fruit and confectionery store. In 1829, at the age of 19, he married Charity Hallett and had 4 children. The first is Caroline Cornelia Thompson, second Frances Irena Barnum, third Helen Maria Hurd, and the last Pauline Taylor Shelley. In the same year, in 1829, he founded the Herald of Freedom, a weekly paper based in Danbury, Connecticut that reported the growing religious oppression and militant Calvinism. His publications in Herald of Freedom were against the church due to many libel suits were filed against him. As a result, he was prosecuted and imprisoned for 2 months. He moved to New York and began his career as a showman in 1835 and founded his first variety group, Barnum's Grand Scientific and Musical Theater. In 1841, he bought the Scudder's American Museum at Broadway and Elm Street, New York City, and renamed it to Barnum's American Museum, where he made his first fortune. In 1842, he introduced the Fiji mermaid, a creature with the head of a monkey and a fish tail. He also exhibited Charles Stratton, who was known by the name of General Tom Thumb. In 1843, he became the first showman to hire traditional Native American dancer called Fuhumi. These dancers always managed to amuse and attract a large audience. From 1844 to 1845, he toured Europe along with General Tom Thumb. This tour acted as his vehicle of publicity and attracted attention from Queen Victoria and the Tsar of Russia. In 1854, his autobiography, The Life of P.T. Barnum, was published. Narrates the thousand story of his early life and struggles. In 1865, he was elected to the Connecticut legislature as a Republican candidate for Fairfield, where he served 2 terms. In 1871, he established P.T. Barnum's Grand Traveling Museum, Mannery, Caravan, and Hippodrome, along with the William Cameron Co. This was considered the largest circus in the American at the time. In 1873, after 44 years of marriage, Charity died of heart failure. On 14 February 1874, just 13 weeks and 2 days after Charity's death, 63-year-old Barnum and 22-year-old Nancy Fish married in London. In 1875, he became the mayor of Bridgeport, Connecticut, and served this position for a period of 1 year, during which time he worked to improve water supply and prostitution laws. In 1878, he founded the Bridgeport Hospital and was elected as its first president. In 1881, he advertised for a show with the famous expression, "the greatest show on earth." This was the first circus to install 3 rings, which made it the largest circus in the world and the first one to be called the 3-ring circus. In 1883, he donated a sum of $50,000 for the building of a hall and museum at the Department of Natural History, Tufts University, Massachusetts. In 1890, he suffered from a stroke during one of his performances. He died in his sleep at the age of 18 and is interred at Mountain Grove Cemetery, Bridgeport, Connecticut. In 1893, a statue in his honor was erected at Seaside Park, Connecticut. He was ranked 67th on the list of 100 most influential figures in American history in an American magazine. That's all the information that I can share to you. I hope it will give us more knowledge. See you and thank you!